Hello YouTube, DrakeyC here. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Dissidia Duodecim Final Fantasy. We are almost halfway done the 013 storyline. Now we have Titus. I switch between them back and forth. I have no preference for pronunciation. I don't like playing as Titus. He is that fourth character that I just don't like playing as. And it's nothing against Titus himself at all. Like, just to be clear, like, I don't hate Titus. He's not my favorite protagonist by far, but I don't hate him. You know, he's fine. I just really don't like his fighting style. And I mentioned before, like, there's Tifa, there's Vaughn and Shantaro. I don't like playing as them. Vaughn is the fourth. He is... Oh, sorry. Vaughn, Tifa, and Shantaro are the other three. Titus is the fourth. Now, his gimmick is that he dodges attacks and then counterattacks, but in that practice, it just makes his attacks really slow because they have a built-in dodge effect, so Titus doesn't attack, he dodges, and then attacks. So, I find it difficult to be aggressive with him. His other attacks aren't too quick either. And even when you do successfully use one of his evasion attacks, he doesn't always attack quick enough to hit the enemy before they recover. So, yeah. Titus is tricky, and I just don't like his gimmick. Like, as far as I'm concerned, Titus's gimmick should be that he has brave attacks, that if he executes them while dodging, they start up quicker. You know, like Golbez. Just switch me up. I mean, like X-Death. You know, X-Death's attacks execute quicker when he's blocked. What if Titus could just dodge normally, but his bravery attacks execute faster if he dodges first? And then, like, you could even evade the opponent and then immediately attack. But yeah. Titus's story is one of the few that totally and completely works, mostly because it's ripped wholesale from Final Fantasy X. He hates Jecht and wants to beat him up because he hates him, but really he just wants to prove himself and his dad to be proud of him and to prove to Jecht how strong he is. It's simple, but it works. Granted, the terminology ace doesn't really mean anything unless you're familiar with his home game, but, you know, we're also claiming that the title of Onion Knight is a legendary, so just roll with it. The Onion Ace. Yes, let's. So that Cecil's like, be careful. Yeah. No, he's not. He does have mid-range charging attacks, but of course they have slow startup. What do you mean they're different? They're not different. I could multi-chain here. It's 4 of them. Yeah, there'll be time later to get more. I should also use up that bravery charge because it's just taking up room up there with the 2 KP gamblers. I will find a use for them though. Titus's story does have a good spot to use the KP gambler, so it'll get used later. Well, really it has several. Like, there's no point in waiting until you encounter a gateway with like 6 or 7 enemies. Most of the time you're just gonna encounter gateways with 5 enemies, so use the KP Gambler then, because until then it's just wasting space in the map inventory for other things that you could get more use out of, like any other charge skills. That said though, a 3 times bonus on a chain of 4 enemies would be something like 48 KP, while a 3 times bonus on 5 enemies is 75, so That is, you don't want to use it just anywhere. I also just remembered there was a great, I called it a blooper at the time, an old Dissidia replay. I'm gonna pull off probably in the next gateway if Furion is my assist. But I had a very, very amusing thing happen when I was playing as Tidus with a Furion assist. I'll try to replicate it just to show you because it was really, really funny. Yep, pretty much. Ow. Come on, kiddo. Don't be difficult. There we go. Piece of cake. Ifrit and Bahamut. What a pairing. Oh, sorry, Ifrit and Behemoth, I mean.
Rematch whenever you want. This'll be quick.
Huh. Oh. Now that's just mean. Not even gonna use up the summon, don't have to. Nice.
Rematch whenever you want.
And he already learned a new attack at level... Oh, he leveled up once before, I did not notice that. Okay, level 3, yeah. Sounds about right. I am very happy I decided to buy Ifrit. I'm already getting my money's worth out of him. Or my KP's worth. Higher... Has higher power, but I don't get the initial Brave bonus. 20% of about 200 Brave is an extra 40. Versus plus 2 attack. I don't know the damage formulas on if that would be better, if it'd be worth it or not, but I'm gonna leave the Ice Burn for now. Did I talk to you? Yeah, that makes no sense. The enemies here are different. Okay. How? I don't get it. Whatever. I also like his storyline overlaps with Cecil's, so they have the same dialogue, and that was the same gateway as Cecil's, just different enemies. At least I'm pretty sure they were different enemies. And there's even the next death mannequin there. Huh, how about that? That's actually attention to detail I appreciate. Yeah, don't need that, don't need that. Again, peeking at my walkthrough, I could use another multi-chain. Could actually use 2. But, Yeah, take 2 just in case, because very rarely get them from the Orbs of the Dead. And Titus, his attacks are slow, but they do a lot of damage, so don't really need that Brave charge too much. He doesn't have problem building up bravery for a killing blow. Just occurred to me, there's probably a chest there in Cecil's story, or there might have been, but I forgot about it and didn't get it. You're a ways out. Like almost all the way to the Moogle.
Face off. Here we go. Get a load of this.
Goodbye.
rematch whenever you want.
And I think I mentioned before too, James Arnold Taylor gives one of the better vocal performances because he's been through this. Like, he's been through this 2 or 3 times. I know he voiced Shuyin in 10-2. I don't remember if Titus had voice dialogue in Kingdom Hearts. But yeah. He's like, oh, Titus again? Sure, no problem. Oh boy, Titus is interrupting. What's he gonna say when he interrupts? Okay. Like, is he gonna say something silly or kind of wincy? Like, again, why is everyone worried about Furion? You know, like, everyone's like, what will Furion think about this? Maybe it's more like they don't want to worry him because it's in his nature to worry about his friends. That makes sense. Maybe that's the intention, and I can see that. Hey, Cecil. You were talking about the mannequins the other day. So, did you see mannequins? Was there a Unimannequin? Oh! I should have put that in the gateway. I don't think there was one there. Yeah, but still, you'd think you're like... Surprising Cecil doesn't comment on the Kane mannequins, you know? Ooh, so... Are they giving me another multi-chain again? Are they calling me a liar? I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Again, I'll take free multi-chains. They're expensive to buy and by far the most useful chain item. Goodbye. Oh, I gave him the empty assist booster, but he doesn't have a use for that yet because we have an assist. Actually, for most of his story, Titus has an assist. It's only at the very end when he splits off. Chocobo, thank you. Let's get that off and level, yes. There we go. Yeah, they're giving me another multi-chain. I have no objection. Patience Incense. I don't know what that does, but I ain't equipping it. And yeah, I'm gonna have to come back in Cecil's story just to see if I... That could be helpful. Are there many... Though I'm looking at future gateways and... Tidus' storyline actually doesn't look that challenging. I'm only seeing 2 elite enemies and very late gateways. So... I'd take it if I had it, but... If I had the room, but... I'll live, I'll be fine. And there's the last orb. Make sure I don't miss it, because I believe they don't carry over if you complete the gateway. Yeah, and... give it to the Brave Charge. Again, Titus has no need for it. He has a very good bravery damage output. Hey Cosmos, you want to weigh in on this? No? Yeah, I didn't think so. Thanks a lot, lady. Actually, it is. Yeah, pretty much. Bonus line, screw you. Oh wait, no, I wanted to talk to him. I'm sure he knows that. Like, I'm sure Tidus knows his own fighting style. Alright. Still more cursed rings. Oh. There we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, come on.
Here we go.
Here it is. That's not quite what I wanted to do, but that's sort of the essence of it. There's a fight on Sky Fortress Bahamut somewhere, I believe is where I triggered, and I'm pretty sure I did trigger it when I was in Titus's storyline. Anyway, might have been this one maybe. What's on the Sky Fortress Bahamut?
Leave it to me. Here we go.
Oh,
Here we go. Here we go.
there we go. Okay, get it?
Here we go.
And there it comes. Apparently, the blast from Energy Rain has unlimited range. So they're so far away that the energy blasts don't even hit them before the HP attack part, but it still hits them anyway. So yeah, that's the amusing bit with Furion that I mentioned. Like, I was fighting on Sky Fortress Bahamut and called his assist as I energy rained. Knocked him all the way across the arena, and I still got the hit.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I do want to do it one more time just because it is
Here
fun.
we go. Here we go. Get a load of this.
There we go. Look at that range. That almost, it's probably not a glitch, it's just, you know, they didn't expect, you know, someone's gonna be that far away from them when Titus does that. I'm actually wondering, like, well, I can't trick it on here, like, what if they got into a banish trap or something on, like, Orphan's Cradle or Sky Fortress Bahamut that warps them all the way away? The same thing would probably happen. Wouldn't even need to do an assist. Though you granted that you'd have to be able to hit them just as they're getting banished. Yeah. Just get it. Yeah, that's not gonna be very... Oh, it locked my bravery. Thank you. That would have been very unhelpful towards you. Mm-hmm. Good luck with that.
Whenever you want.
Wah! Wah! Thank you, Mr. Chocobo. Yes, KP, thank you. This'll... Oh yeah, because this is where we get the cutscene. Well, he can. Catches up, he's like 5 tiles behind you. Okay. Up step ground, yeah. Up step is a decent attack, executes quick, initiates chase. So may as well equip it air and ground. Can't hurt. Thank you, 15 KP.
Where's Cecil? Do you know where he went?
I was afraid that he'd get mad.
Now on the one hand, like, I like
was
that
the one who told
Titus's
Cecil to leave the
chapter is narrated by him as a flashback. Perfect tie into Final Fantasy X, very nice touch. But then it's like,
Good at that, you know.
who's he telling the story to? Like, plausibly he's telling it to Cloud, because they meet up again later, but, you know, still.
If you want to put it bluntly. Cecil seemed a bit preoccupied with Golbez, you know? So I thought it'd be better for him to go and get some answers instead of wasting time all by himself.
You are absolutely correct.
Was that, bad idea?
No. And why are you smiling about it if you're embarrassed?
It's all right. But Titus, are you okay? You have family on the enemy side too.
No need to worry about him.
Why not?
Yeah.
He is
Jekt isn't a manipulator. Jekt's too stupid to manipulate someone like
I
this.
hate his guts.
I just love the energetic way he says that.
Treated me like a
I hate his
kid.
guts.
I swore I'd beat the lights out of him someday. So,
It's interesting
how'd you
thinking
enjoy
back on
this?
Final Fantasy X.
all right.
I don't know like if it's gotten a lot of attention. I know I did read that someone apparently did like a book or an essay or something on it, but like in today's culture with our increased understanding of parental abuse and emotional health, and especially the concept of toxic masculinity, the Titus and Jekt relationship that resonates, I'll bet, a lot strongly with viewers these days than it did back in the day. Like honestly, I'm considering doing a video on this, but I'll talk about it briefly. The Titus and Jekt subplot comes across very different in Japan than it does in the West, because I'm not trying to like generalize or anything like this, but as I understand it, in Eastern Asian cultures, they have place a lot of value on the Confucian ideal of filial piety, which is loyalty to your family and to your elders. So Titus being willing to speak openly about Jekt being a shitty father and a shitty person is like, it's like talking about your sex life in public. It's taboo. You don't talk about stuff like that, especially not so openly, and honestly, But in the West, we don't have that kind of value, the filial piety stuff, so it's just like, yeah, Titus hates his dad, whatever. I'm sure if he did, he would just say it. Titus isn't one that's very tactful. Made a detour, when was that? Oh wait, we had the little time skip there. And yeah, this is the same area Cecil was. I thought we were splitting up. But yeah, so the Titus's relationship with Jekt just means something very different to Japanese audiences than the Western audiences. And it's a similar thing with his influence on Yuna. A part of filial piety is that it's generally assumed a child will follow the same career path as their parent to honor them and their legacy. So Yuna choosing to be a summoner just like Braska, that sounds right. But then it's also like, Titus is like, are you sure that's what you really want, and is that really for the best? And that's an outsider trying to stick their nose into a family's personal business, and you don't do that. You stay out of it. And that's also why abusive parenting like Jekt's happens, because outsiders generally don't like to get involved, unless, I don't know like if they're approaching up, but generally like, it's the family's business, not yours. So, was checking the menu shop out of force of habit when I got the mithril. But yeah, so the Titus and Jekt relationship has a very different tone to it. It comes off differently between countries and cultures. But also these days, with our increased understanding of mental health and toxic masculinity and emotional abuse, like, I don't hate Jekt. I like Jekt fine. Jekt's cool, but he's also kind of the walking embodiment of the concept of toxic masculinity, especially in regards to Titus. Constantly telling him to be a man and mocking him for crying and all that. So like back in the day, people hated Titus and loved Jekt because Titus was, they found Titus annoying and all that. And Jekt is just so macho and manly. But these days, I don't know, maybe that perception is different amongst newer fans who understand, no, Titus being emotional and a bit of a needy kid, there's nothing wrong with that. And Jekt you know, being this surly, washed-up sports star who mocks and insults his son, not cool. Yeah. Final Fantasy X is just an interesting game to think back on and really analyze in terms of how its morals and themes can come off differently or between time and between cultures. These enemies are small fry. I'm getting bored here. Doesn't even have a summon stone. Yes, they're gone.
What? This can't be. Rematch whenever you want. This'll be quick.
Yep. Yes, it will. There we go. Come on. I was wondering, why is he dodging away from me? Oh, the projectile attack, he's gonna spam that. Oh. Seriously, Zidane? Come on. Just making me chase him down there and then let me kill him just to annoy me.
Rematch whenever you want.
So far, Tidus' story is, well, so far it's going quicker than Cecil's. Maybe it just feels that way because, like, Cecil had an extra gateway. Well, no, he didn't. He saw it in the same one. But then Tidus has much stronger attacks than Cecil. Like, Cecil has that quick 3-hit bravery attack. Okay, that was cute. Jacked. Okay, you're gonna be difficult, huh? I don't know why I called Furion's assist. I didn't need it and I knew he wouldn't have hit, but eh.
Rematch whenever you want.
I haven't even used Tidus's one dodge ability. That's also a misstep too, like Tidus only has one of his dodge attacks when he starts, so it's like his main gimmick he can't use yet. And that's it there.
Here we go.
Oh, ow. Okay, you're annoying me.
Here we go.
Come on. There we go. Didn't mean to, I meant to hit the summon thing. There we go. I'm like, I meant to hit the summon, but I'm like, oh no, it doesn't take long to get another hit on them. Enemies are easy, like, they've all got like 800 HP or so. I don't recall them being that way in Cecil's story. Or maybe they were. And who is this? How appropriate for Tidus. Take a shot! Counting on you! Why wouldn't we? Heh. Of course, it uses water. It's symbolic, man. It's reliable. The hang of things? Okay. Oh, okay, they have to say this. Because in Titus's chapter, they did split up for a short time. I could swap out. I was just thinking should swap this out, but I'll just be swapping it back in next time, so yeah, it's fine.
Okay, all clear over here. Huh?
I remember it was also interesting when I did the subtitles for the Japanese storyline for this game.
Where are you?
Rosebud. It was interesting because, like, I had never played at that point, I hadn't played Final Fantasy X. So I'm like, I had to go research it and was like watching cutscenes to like, okay, I gotta subtitle Jecht and Titus, I gotta like know how they talk. And like this was the one like, if it isn't Sir Jecht's little crybaby kid, because that was what I knew about Final Fantasy X. Okay, Jecht like calls himself is called Sir Jecht or the Great Jecht, and he calls Titus a crybaby. That's what I know.
What a hassle.
What are you guys babbling about?
He says we can't fight today. Let's save it for later.
And I had like take a rain check,
Bail out on me?
because sports terminology, that's what I know.
Do you hate your father?
Out of the way!
I suggest you direct that aggression towards me.
And shouldn't be a problem, he has experience with the types like you. Actually, just occurred to me, like, what if Titus knew that the Emperor was the one who, like, had a hand in killing Yuna? But I'm like, the Emperor is totally the kind of guy who would just tell him that. Because, you know, he's the Emperor. He's a arrogant, smug dick. And also, I should have maybe charged up my EX gauge before coming here. Oh well, too late now. Not like he's putting up much of a fight anyway. Now this is just embarrassing, Empeek. For those of you who don't know what a Tomos does, its effect activates when you take HP damage. So I'm not sure how useful that's going to be for him in this circumstance. Though he is rapidly depleting my... Never mind. I was like, he does have high base bravery, so like only a couple HP hits plus the wall rush. He was doing a number on me there. 3 levels, whoa. Slice and dice, new HP attack, thank you. If you were getting tired of seeing energy rain. Because Spiral Cut is not very good.
Will never yield the crystal. Your prayers shall be heard by no one.
It's okay, Titus isn't really the pious type. Bad experiences, you know. Someone say something that makes sense in regards to the crystal? Titus, you haven't been here before. You don't know what this game's about, do ya?
My problem wasn't that he got away. The thing that really made me mad was... It just isn't like you. Taking orders like that.
Yeah, and that's a good point too, like, yeah, Jecht isn't a schemer. And again, overlapping with Cecil's storyline. Just noticed, Jecht has red eyes. I didn't know if he had red eyes before. Are you gonna listen to the man, Jecht? The man doesn't care about you. The man cares about the man. I know that's just awkward translation, but referring to the authority figure as the man, it just does seem fitting for Jecht, you know. He does seem like he'd be the kind to have an anti-authoritarian streak to him. At least that's how I interpret Jecht. Shiny guy in gold. Well, if you don't see him on the world map, yeah, that's probably where he's gone. We've talked to that Moogle. Yep, this is back where we came. Okay, just nothing new for bravery. No, there we go. Slice and dice. Mid-range forward charging attack. Gives us a ranged option, because Energy Rain has pitiful range, and Spiral Cut has really good range, but you know, it has the startup and it's only hits on the ground, so And again, this is where we were in Cecil's story. I could have sworn. I thought the whole point was that they split up. Oh crap. Emperor mannequins are hard to get a preemptive strike on. By the way, that reminds me, I faced one in the prologue of the 013 storyline, and ran from it. I did it! I dodged it! I don't know how I did that, but cool. But yeah, I fought one in the prologue of the 013 storyline. I'm like, I don't need to fight this, and ran from it. Don't do that. Because I forgot that if you run from an enemy on the world map, you get a 20% KP penalty. So I lost like 20 KP running from an enemy that I could have easily killed if I had just had patience. So, yeah. Probably didn't even have to do that. Oh well.
Rematch whenever you want.
Alright! That was it. I was wondering, do I have like a really big AP bonus today? It is my bonus day, but because I seem to be mastering a lot of abilities in this and Cecil's part. I will not complain though. So now Titus gets quick hit, which does decent bravery damage before an HP damage, and can wall rush horizontally, so it's pretty good. Again, the major problem is that a lot of Titus's attacks are rather slow. At least he moves faster on the world map than Cecil does. I'm 5 for 5. I'm just wondering if I want to risk opening that. It said bright. Oh, pink tail, whatever. They keep throwing the pink tails at us, which again we need for a level 30 armor piece. We can't get for a while, and even then, like, it's not terribly useful. I don't know why they like sprinkle pink tails throughout the storylines like that. Like, the ribbon is very helpful, yes, but it's not like some sort of super armor, and later they sell you pink tails anyway. So yeah, I just don't get like why the ribbon gets such preferential treatment that way, you know? Like, it's the ribbon, yeah, but what makes it so special that arguably every storyline, or almost every storyline, is giving you one of like 30 trade components, I think it is, that you need to get it. Okay. 5 enemies on a booster accessory times 5. I think this is a time for a KP Gambler. This should not be difficult at all. Mazo Eye, I believe that reduces the HP of enemies in change. I could have used it, but it's 2 normal enemies and 2 strange enemies who are gonna have 0 HP or like 1 HP anyway, so maybe when... Oh! I don't like taking HP damage on principle, and Yuna, don't do that. There we go.
Go take a nap. Here we go. Go
Okay. I don't know what that was.
Go take a nap.
Come on, Yuna.
Here it comes. You're gone.
There we go. Break 'em. Yes, thank you. And Behemoth. This is why I say Behemoth is so overpowered. Instantly double your bravery. It is ridiculous. And especially when combined with the rabbit's foot. Oh, I learned another dodge attack. Stick and move. That's a bit of a awkward one. Because of how you input attacks with the analog stick, you tend to be moving either backward or forward when using an attack. But stick and move has you dodge to the side, so it's like almost like you gotta hold forward, or unless it's on your default, you almost like gotta hold forward and back when using it. And then roll the controller, and then roll the analog stick. I keep brainstorming ways like they could improve the game on a remaster. And I thought like maybe they couldn't come up with a different input, like maybe you like the square and circle buttons plus one of the two shoulder pads instead of the analog forward or back. Or because they would almost certainly take out RPG mode and assign the camera to the second analog stick, they'd have the control pad. But then you'd have to take your thumb off the analog stick for that. Like the PSP, like just giving the game more buttons from the PSP to the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 and all that could really change how certain characters could fight and the game mechanics and allow for more on that.
Rematch whenever you want.
Like a major reason I never really used the camera controls is because camera control with the control pad or the D-pad is awkward because, well, on the one hand it's a D-pad, but also I have to take my thumb off the movement stick for the analog stick for moving to do it. And no, put on the right analog stick. Eh.
Here it comes. You're gone. Go take a nap. Here we go. Go take a nap. Here we go. Go take a nap.
Come on.
Go take a nap. Here we go. Go take a nap. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Go take a nap.
There we go, finally. Wasn't that a fun fight to watch?
Rematch whenever you want.
That was like sudden death match there. Please tell me it's not the exact same enemy. I see it's a capricious thief. It's the exact same enemy. Just different arena. Okay.
Go take a nap. Here we go. Go take a nap.
And of course this time I get the HP attack easy. But Odin happened.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Go take a nap.
There we go. Well, that was easier, at least. Those were like riveting matches, like, and actually like kind of like, again, sudden death, one hit KO. Where they keep charging at each other and narrowly missing. $75 KP, yum. I don't know why I think that's tasty, but I appreciate having lots of KP is my point. That is the sentiment I wish to express. Now I learned a new attack. Yeah, I get rid of Wither Shot, cause yeah, you've seen how very useful Titus's projectile attacks are and how I'm using them in every battle. So I don't know how I'm gonna fight without Wither Shot, but I'll find a way somehow. It's a critical part of his moveset. I already looked around the castle, yeah. That guy in gold's lackey. That's a bit of a leap in logic. I mean, you're not wrong, but yeah. -3, ouch. I'm just thinking, like, I'm pondering if I want to go back and get a multi-chain or a jump chain or anything like that, but with how much KP I'm already losing from that penalty, it's not going to be worth it. What's this? Just not good fighting this ephemeral phantom Ject on the Prima Vista. I don't think so. This is awkward. I'm not used to not being able to chain enemies. Just fight them one at a time like some sort of barbarian. Why'd I do that? That was a waste. I'm not breaking her yet first. You are correct, Titus. You will definitely win.
Here it comes. You're gone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go take a nap.
Goodbye. Or should I say good night? Do 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 do.
Rematch whenever you want.
One down. I'm not gonna bother chaining. Yeah. Getting like a handful of KP. Not worth it. Like, well, even if I did chain, I'd get like 4 KP, so then plus these, I'd get like 5 KP total. Eh. Oh! You know, you're kind of annoying me, Golbez. Just for that, you get broken twice.
Rematch whenever you want.
That could be a problem.
I'll win. Definitely win. Start. Drop down.
Never mind.
Go take a nap. Go take a nap. Go take a nap.
Bad idea. Good. It's time for another good idea, bad idea. Wow. You want to talk about dick moves? That was a dick move.
Whoa, whoa. Here it comes. You're gone. Go take a nap. Go take a nap. Here we go. Go take a nap. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go.
There. That was annoying as... Well, you know, it wasn't a setback, but Oh, that was a dirty trick. That was mean, Kane. Come on. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Maybe the enemy's catching on to my strategy. Probably doesn't unlock anything. Oh wait, no, it would have notified me when I opened the menu, so it didn't. So, I don't care.
Furion, are you
And we'll
okay?
see Infurion's story next time. He just got done fighting
I get
Jekt.
it now. Like father, like son. What a resemblance.
Was it him? Was my old man here?
Until just a second ago. We crossed swords, but I let him go. Jekt is yours to defeat.
It's funny that they say I let him go, because in Furion's story you'll see
Let's go finish this.
after that fight, Furion is panting and exhausted and Jekt is like, oh yeah, let's keep going.
That guy in gold, the Emperor, he said something to me. Hatred alone will never.
I like that in Dissidia NT they like properly represented the Emperor's robes by like this elaborate gold instead of just yellow. Make it clear like, no, like this is like blinged out. It is gold, it's not just he's wearing yellow stuff.
With your father, don't you?
You bet I do.
Then hesitate no more. Let's go after Jekt.
When was he hesitating before?
I wasn't hesitating.
No, you weren't.
Still,
You weren't hesitating.
something didn't feel right.
Like it'd be one thing,
I felt
like
an urge to
they say
yell.
like he hesitated when Jekt confronted him, but he didn't. Of course we have to reference that scene.
I've waited for this for so long.
But it's like when Jekt confronted him in Pandemonium, it's not like Titus hesitated, it's like he just saw him and you didn't attack me within 10 seconds. There, you're hesitating. I don't know why this scene is here. It has nothing to do with their storyline. It has nothing to do with Titus or Jekt or the Emperor. So, like, it's just very arbitrarily here. It ought to be in the Warrior of Light storyline, but, you know, that might make sense. Yeah, like, are you okay? Because of course in the original city it's just the cutscene and then the next level. But in this one it's like Furion standing there, it's like, what was that about? Then I could get prepared. I gotta brace myself the next time you're gonna do that, man. Oh, we made it here, didn't we? What do you mean left hanging? Like, that's not that slang. Actually, hang on. I just want to see. No. Come on. Okay, it keeps knocking him to the side. It's not knocking him right back. I'd have to corner him against a mountain to really try it. I'll see, like, is it possible to get the hit off of him? And what happens if you do? I'm just, like, get the chase hit off of him. I'm just curious. Sorry, Furion, you're my punching bag. Ooh, a frail light. I haven't had a round chain this chapter. Come on. There we go. I just had to think, imagine. I got the second hit off and suddenly we begin a chase sequence. That'd be mildly confusing. Maybe we'll fall off the stage and fall off the world into the sea and get caught in a banish trap. Wait What do you mean the gateway you need to use? We know it's an optional gateway. Walk through saying jump chain here, and that would chain 3 stronger than normal enemies, so... including one of the elites, so... I may as well use this sometime. It's either here... and in the future gateways, yeah, they're not difficult, so... let's use that here. Oh, I thought I had a... Didn't I have a jump chain? I thought I did. Oh shit, I just wasted that. Relatively. Okay. Get the most use out of it I can to make the elite fight easier. Like, if you'd use a jump chain right next to the enemy below Furion, then you'd get all 3 of them except for the one in the other corner, which is the normal one, so he's nothing anyway, but... could have sworn I had a jump chain.
Go take a nap. Here we go.
There we go. Okay, and the elite enemy, I didn't see what it was, but with its HP halved and my summons shouldn't be difficult at all.
The amateur fighter enters the game. Drop down.
Oh, X-Death. Fun. Oh boy. Okay. Even with half health. He's still got 1800. That's still a fair amount, yeah. And he gets a nasty damage bonus when he's about to die.
Drop down. How's that?
You'll talk. Come on, X-Death. Come on, come on. Oh. Seriously, Titus, come on. And there's my banish trap. Energy rain that I mentioned I'd like to be due to see what happens. Oh, I meant to just...
Here we go. Here we go.
that could actually be a problem if he blocks off the fires.
Here we go.
Okay, good thing they went out before he got to block them and get a free counter off of them. Go. Yeah, knock you down into the banish trap. Okay, I'm gonna restart just because that's not going well.
Don't get cocky on me. Drop down.
There we go, that's better.
Drop down.
Oh, come on.
Go take a nap.
This X-Death isn't very smart, like... I say that as he blocks me twice in a row. Come on. Also, I realize it's kind of redundant saying X-Death isn't very smart.
Here we go. Here we go.
Come on.
Drop down. Here we go.
Get down into the banish trap. Okay, I'm just gonna try one more. Again, I'm not worried about hitting the KP chance, just Yeah, you know, may as well try. Well, actually, I only chained 2 of them, so extra double, like extra. What am I worried about? Oh no, I'll only get 2 less AP or KP. Yeah.
Here we go. Go take a nap.
Nice.
Here we go.
Come on.
Here we go.
Come on.
Here we go.
No, no. Get him down. Hit him down. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Seriously? Oh, come on. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, come on! That was just mean.
Here we go. Get a load of this. And another. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Not sure who that fire's tracking, but it's making me nervous. I don't want to get hit while I'm recovering. Well, now it's not a problem, but at the time I was worried about that. Okay. Oh, come on. Seriously? There we go. Interesting ending. Kind of a boring fight though. X-Death was like not really attacking, he was just being very evasive and blocking, and even when he blocked me, he didn't try to attack me after. I know X-Death isn't meant to be the aggressor, but you know. You block me and stagger me, that's an opening. Exploit it. Yeah. Now that's an extra odd thing to say, because there is no way to chain enemies without a chain skill in this gateway. Okay. Like, why would you tell me that? There's no opportunity to do so. Meant to block him there. Ow. Ha! Yeah, Titus is usable in his own story because the AI is so stupid they don't block his attacks and that, but overall I don't like playing as him because he packs a punch, but he moves and attacks slowly. Gold! Okay, yeah. Gold equipment I think is level 30. Yeah. So I can't get that yet, but I guess they're gonna start giving us gold in preparation. The gold... okay, I was worried, like, did I step on a red emblem? No, okay, it's fine. Gold equipment boosts the gil you win from fights, and it's not terribly useful, because by the time we can get a full set of gold equipment, we can farm for money easily, and money usually isn't a major factor anyway at this point in the game. Like, if I needed to buy stuff from the shop, I could, no problem. Early in the game, it can be when I want to buy a gun that was expensive in the early chapters. But, you know, now I'm not worried about money, and there's better combinations, much better combinations, even at level 30. Like, if your character's at level 30, I'd stick with the Mithril set just for the X-Mo bonus before equipping Glorious Gold. Remember there's also the crystal and diamond sets. I can't remember if they're like what levels they are though. 1000 gil, thank you. Okay. Back around here. Excuse me, Furion. There we go. What do we get? Now we get the jump chain. Of course we get it now. Like, yeah. I guess maybe like in story, Furion's noticing Titus is a little distracted or something. Minus... Jeez. Bonus lines. Okay, so... There are spots you could chain them, but... I'm not worried about chains, because... Well, let's see what they are. Capricious Thief. Yeah, we fought them. Ephemeral Phantom, and... So yeah, let's just jump to the enemy that's letting us go right for the exit. Interesting strategy too, like, you can fight the elite enemy and get a treasure and go right for the exit, or fight the other 3 enemies. Let's see what we got. That looks familiar.
Let's go.
Just wondering what summon she... I didn't hit that. I dashed and then didn't let go of R quick enough.
Face off.
Whoa, no you don't, lady.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. Oh! Nice! This is gonna hurt. A lot. Ooh. I blocked that. Oh! That is nasty. Yep. Oh, come on. Recover in time? Damn it.
Go take a nap. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. Come on.
Here we go.
She was on the ground, or at least she should have been.
Go take a nap.
Come on, come back here.
Here we go.
Oh. Bad idea. Okay, so she got a really hard hit in, but whatever. That was just a fight of building up to the really big hits. Yes, it was. That was close. What's our spoils of war? Healing Helm. Is that something I care about at all, even just for stats? Not worth it. Tyrion, what do you have to say? Ah, yes, because we're at the point in Furion's story where he's starting to be a little self-doubting too, but we will see that in his own chapter.
There he is.
Looks like they're arguing.
I'm telling you, it's just not my style to sweat the small stuff.
So that's your reason for ruining our plans.
I always wondered, like, I got the impression that this fight was staged, because Jecht wasn't doing anything against their plans, and Jecht's comment about sweating the small stuff makes no sense. And I don't think it's a translation thing, it just, like, that was the Japanese too. So I think, like, they just, like, the Emperor, at least, on his part, staged this.
You're hurt.
Especially since he, like, in Furion's story, he reappears in, like, 30 seconds, and he's not hurt at all. At least doesn't seem to be.
You like a twig.
Even hurt, Jecht's gotta be a
Thought
dick.
You came all the way out here to beat me, kid.
Yeah, that's right, I did. I did, but
Well,
not like this. Something's not right.
still scared, huh? If you keep questioning yourself, you won't even get what's yours.
I'm not sure what Jecht means about that, because I don't think he knows, or, like, really understands what the crystal means. At least I don't think so.
No, that's not it. I still want to fight him and beat him. That hasn't changed a bit. But beating him like he is now doesn't feel right. The guy I want to beat... Furion,
Yeah, this is where they get into the, it's like, he wants to beat Jecht,
What?
because it's, he, like, at his full strength. He doesn't, like, really hate him and want to fight him, you know?
You guys are all so selfish. Here, take this. I've been saving this potion. You know what to do with it.
Thanks so much, Furion. I know I'm being selfish,
No, you're not. Like, what's selfish about this?
but this is my story.
Like, he's not being selfish. You know, I don't get that. Is it selfish to want to do his own thing? And Furion is just suddenly gone. Okay, Mr. Moogle, what is it? Moogle... Oh, okay. They just, like, had the Moogle come up here. Yeah, and unlike some Antifa story, they actually foreshadow that, hey, Tidus has a potion on him that he could use. Okay. Yeah, still don't want those. Multi-chain, I will take one of them because I will need one in the next gateway. And I think that's it for now. Like, I'm not worried about chain skills in the next chapter, but otherwise, Ace Brand and Mage Masher kind of do me okay. I think I'm fine for now. Okay, let's see here. Pinktail. And now we're fighting Garland.
Face off.
Oh, come on. Oh.
Go take it.
Oh, come on. Garland's just gonna be a dick. There we go. Piece of cake.
Rematch whenever you want.
And hey, this place looks familiar. Again. Why is everyone making such... Oh, cure. Thanks for nothing. Why is everyone making such a big deal about everyone splitting up and going their own way when they keep coming to the same spot? We were here as Cloud, we were here as Cecil, now we're here as Titus. Like, it does make sense with what we see in Byrion's story, like, they're not going towards the same place as him anymore, but they're still going to the same place as each other. Blinding. What kind of chain is that? Cross chain. We'll get rid of the. We'll just get rid of it because I want to hang on to the jump chain because you never know. Always comes in handy when you least expect it to. And here, as you can see, we have an obvious place to use the straight chain. Well, I sure hope so, else we're really wasting our time here. Ha, settle the score. I get it. Okay, now it's just being a little overdone. -1 KP. And once again, 5 enemies. And what is the KP chance? Win in 90 seconds, but there's no elite enemies. And, like, this shouldn't be a problem. And I can use a straight chain, too. I can save my multi-chain. First up, Furion, sure. Crystal Tower, Cursed Ring, and no other equipment, seriously?
So you think you can beat me?
I sure hope he doesn't, cause he is completely wrong. Furion. Oh. Now you're just being a little difficult there. There we go. Goodbye.
Is that all?
I feel a little over-leveled because, like, well, we're level 20, you know. So, maybe, like, I don't think we're gonna level up twice before the next, before the fight with Jekt.
This'll be a piece of cake.
Yeah, probably.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get a load of this.
Easy peasy. And I did level up again. Why is it calling me a liar? And number 3, Garland. Whoop-de-doo. Level 10. I almost feel sorry.
This'll be a piece of cake.
Yeah, it is a piece of cake. The enemies are underleveled. They have cursed rings on to boot. This is a really anticlimactic final gateway for Titus. Come on, Garland. You want to try attacking? I was gonna do it and then block you, but okay. You're just gonna walk around and stand there and let me hit ya. This is a really anticlimactic ending.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, this ain't gonna work out well for you. Though maybe you wanna...
Here we go. One more.
There we go. Trying to trip me up a little bit there, but not gonna work.
Go take a nap. Here we go.
Okay, go ahead, get it off. It's not gonna hurt me. Actually, just occurs to me, I'm going into the fight with Jekt. I should charge up my EX gauge. Come on. Though granted, I don't think Jack's gonna pose much of a hassle, but you know, I like my EX burst finishers.
Here we go.
Okay, did not expect that. Okay, I think that's good. There we go. Do 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 do. And another level up. Okay. I now I really do feel over leveled. I'm actually higher level than Jekt is now. At least according to my walkthrough, he's at level 21. Normally I'm at least just like equal them at most. Go ahead, I don't care. Thank you. Saves me some time having to gather up the X-Force.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Go take a nap. Here it comes. You're gone.
And goodbye, and we are all set.
Rematch whenever you want.
Another level up. I legit feel sorry for Jack now. Is this like supposed to be gameplay and story integration? Where like we're stronger than Jack because he's supposed to be weakened or something? Okay, what do we got? Sphere shot. It's a wall rush one. Wither shot is completely useless. Sphere shot can be useful at wall rushes and it deals decent damage the more it drives you back. So it's kind of like Cecil's Dark Lance, just with a blitz ball. But I'll leave it. I don't want to put it on now because I like what I have. Well, actually, yeah, that'll work. Leap and dive. Oh, right, this is the one where he dodges to the side and throws the sword. This is the one where he jumps into the air and comes down. But I'm not really. You've seen me. I don't really use either. So. Oh, new HP attack. Oh, energy rain ground. Sure. Might as well equip that. Didn't mean that. There we go. Jump and speed and. Oh, EX critical boost. Just thinking, you know, I'm not gonna use Tidus again. Let's do that. And really overkill Jekt a bit. Huh? Let's do that. Empty assist gauge. And oh, what else can we use to make him hurt even more? I think our HP is max, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, it is, because no one else got in a hit, I don't think. Okay. Let's kick Jekt's ass. It is going to be extremely one-sided. Because, well, Tidus is higher level than him. We got a full EX gauge and EX critical boost, which you already get a critical boost to the critical hit rate in EX mode, but that one boosted even more.
Made up your mind yet?
And Tidus' EX mode really boosts his damage output otherwise. So, yeah, this is gonna suck for Jekt. I'm just like, if we're gonna really like integrate the gameplay and the story here, shouldn't Jekt start battle not just with full HP, but with a full EX gauge?
You taking pity on me?
It didn't feel right. Beating you when you're weak.
Ooh, them's fighting words, boy.
You're a no-good, self-centered old bastard. But I realized the old man I know is the guy that always wins.
Jekt's like, yeah, that's me, alright.
That's who I have to beat.
All he really wants is to prove his strength to his father.
You better not regret
regret it. If I don't fight you.
Dramatic pause.
Then let's do this, huh?
You're finished!
If you look quickly here, when Jack knocks him back, you can see like the Xenocandabe's crest. Doesn't mean much, like it's all now over the uniforms already, but you know, it's a neat little graphic effect. Falcon Punch!
Look what happens when I don't hold back.
I love how Jack's like already next to him.
Well, now you know that nobody can beat me.
It is funny, like, this is like Jack fed into the mimetic badass thing, like, he blatantly Falcon punches Titus across the arena, and seemingly takes him out in one hit, and it says like, yeah, see, this is why I hold back, cause otherwise this happens.
This isn't over yet. There's no tomorrow for me. Unless I beat you today.
And a great use of Otherworld here. Theme music power up, even though it's technically Jack's theme. More than, well yeah, because it's Jack's boss theme. Yeah. But still, awesome. I just noticed he has an assist. I don't think he'll get strong enough to use it, or he'll charge up enough to use it, but... And not a decent accessory build too. This could hurt.
You should have taken a nap.
You're not getting away with it. Ready, go! Drop down. Get a load of this.
Told ya. These two overdrives are the, or EX bursts are the ones I have trouble getting right. Okay, good. And interesting trivia, that hit on Titus's EX burst, assuming he has full HP, deals the most bravery damage of any single hit in the entire game anywhere. The normal non-EX mode strongest hit are Terra's Fire or the Emperor's fully charged Dynamite Explosion. But if you include EX burst, it's all in, most of the power in that burst is concentrated in that one single hit. Which if you could control when you defend from it, could be a help or a hindrance, you know, like, other ones you gotta keep the circle tapped throughout it,
I hate
but
you.
it's all at once there.
I hated
And the
you so much.
tearjerker.
I've always wished you'd be gone. But deep down, what I really wanted was just your approval. For you to tell me that I've grown strong.
Looks like the kid will never grow up.
That's not my fault. I
Oh,
can't.
well,
I'm your son after all.
that's cute, and it's sad and heartwarming and funny there. Yeah, I'm an immature brat. Look who my father is.
Hey, crybaby. You've grown strong.
Don't worry, you'll see him again. And Titus gets his crystal, which of course looks like a sphere. My headcanon was that it was the sphere, you know, like left her last words or her
Good care of this.
will or whatever you want to call it on. Yeah, that's my headcanon at least. I tried to make each crystal something significant when I did my fanfic, and I'm like, well, what would be a significant movie sphere that could be evocative of Titus?
And the true feelings that were buried in hatred, now in his heart.
Okay. Well, hatred's an emotion too, so wouldn't that also be in a heart?
Remembering a dream he had pursued since his youth. About watching his father's back in the setting sun.
Okay. I don't know why Titus would dream of that. He would dream of fighting Jecht, but I don't know what the sunset and Jecht facing away from him have to do with it. I guess it could allude to Dream's End, because that's what Jecht was like when they met each other. He was in Dream's End faced away from it. Through the exchange of thoughts and understanding. I don't know which characters they're talking about here. We unlock a report, obviously, but don't know which one. So, that was Titus's storyline, and we are now half done the 013 cycle. So, thank you to everyone for watching. Next time, Furian's chapter, and the final part of the Cloud, Cecil, Tedious, Furian foursome. See you, everybody.